telling you, giving you options in my card.
Welcome to George Ranch High School in Richmond, Texas. I'm yours truly with sports vet Michael Lewis, along with Tino Portillo, our producer, and also Rosie Baker, our back at the studio, our actual QA. And you're watching actually the junior varsity game match between the George Ranch Longhorns and the Foster Falcons from Richmond, and it's a pretty good, really good game here. The Foster Falcons are leading this one 60-58. Just coming up in about, I'd say about a few minutes, we will have the varsity game, which we'll cover between is 26A match between the George Ranch Longhorns and the Foster Falcons. Both teams top of the 2026A race. We'll catch you about a couple minutes here on Vype Live. I'll do it now. Welcome to Richmond, Texas, and to George Ranch High School. I'm your truly sports vet, Michael Lewis, along with Tina Portillo, our producer, and also Rosie Baker, our QA, back in the studio. You just watched some live streaming of a actual junior varsity game, which ended very well with the Richmond Foster Falcons defeating the George Ranch Longhorns by a score of 62 to 58. Now this is varsity time for the Richmond Foster Falcons. They come in with a record of 16-7 and also 5-1 in District 26A. And now for the George Ranch High School Longhorns, they come in with a 14-14 record and a 5-1 record also, as both of these teams are close to each other in 26A. Now, on the other end of the spectrum, as far as for Foster, they defeated Strake Jesuit last week, and also that's for Foster. For George Ranch, they also defeated A-Leaf Hastings last week as well. So it is a pretty good match between two good teams tonight. We should get started right around close to 7:45 Central Time. And glad to have you on Vype Live as well. When we come back, we'll get ready for the start of this one between the Longhorns of George Ranch High School and the Richmond Foster Falcons on Vype Live. Welcome to George Ranch High School in Richmond, Texas. I'm your truly sports vet, Michael Lewis, along with Tino Portillo and also Rosie Baker at our studio QA. And it is tonight's game between the George Ranch Longhorns, the host team, and also the Richmond Foster Falcons, the visitors. Right now, they're getting ready to start for introducing the starting lineups. Now tonight, it's going to be a game that's actually have two tough teams that actually are tops in the 26A. But right now, we're going to head to the national anthem here at Richmond, Foster and George Ranch here at George Ranch High School. Tonight's ball game is between the Richmond Foster Falcons and the home team, the Richmond Cinco Ranch Longhorns. Foster starts off tonight with A.J. Patterson. Is a 5'9" senior who's actually a pretty tough out. And then they're going to be led tonight also by a very solid post in Cameron Bateman, a young 6'6" sophomore. And also he's going to go with Jordan Bolos as well. And Aiden Davis is another power forward to look for as well. For George Ranch tonight, you're going to have to take a look at junior Javon Walker. He is really he's like second in the district in 26A, and also take Jackson Moody is another senior guard who has very good tall and very good strong in athletics and very good heady guard, point guard as well. Tonight is going to be. This is actually a very good rivalry between both teams. Both teams only separate probably not only 25 minutes of driving time between each other here in the Richmond area. It is the Longhorns of George Ranch, the host team, against the Richmond Foster Falcons. Glad to have you aboard on Vype Live. And don't forget, there are other great high school games you can watch all across the state on Vype Live. As you know, probably a lot of these games are being made up as we go toward the weekend as well. due to the past winter storm in the state of Texas. Again, glad to have you aboard. We're getting ready to start the game here, and great crowd on hand tonight at George Ranch High School as well. Don't forget, the American Basketball Association is on Vype Live as well. Super Bowl Sunday may be super, but also your Texas Purple Kings are back in action as they'll take on the Lafayette Ballers over at Fulshire High School. Join the voice of the Purple Kings, David Canada, for all the action. 3 p.m. on Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday. Purple Kings basketball. Battle tested. And we're getting ready to start the game. As we get ready to start the game here. Cameron Bateman and will jump with Aiden Ware. And tips one by George Ranch. Javon Walker, excuse me, with the basketball inside of Oxwala. Guarded closely back to Walker. Walker brings it out, guarded closely. Shot by Walker, good. Ron Walker gives the Longhorns a 3-0 lead. 2-0 lead. Patterson over to Tobar. Back over to Davis. Now inside to Bateman. Stolen. Bateman gets the loose ball back over to Tobar. Patterson's shot is off, but Davis with the rebound, and that's going to be a foul. And that foul is going to be on Adul Ogunzawaya. It's on the floor. Bringing in for George Ross. Back over Bateman, miss, and that's going to be a foul. Foul's going to be on Aiden Davis. Got a hold of Brody Thornton, the senior. Jackson Moody to bring it in. Walker has it. Two to nothing. George Ranch leads this one. Walker. Ogunzawaya. Inside. Thornton. Up good. 4-0. Longhorns of George Ranch lead this one. Tobar drives out to Davis. Tobar for three. No. And that's going to be out off. It looks like it was off of Ogunzawaya. Patterson to bring it in. Gives it to Bateman, who comes up strong and has it. Cameron Bateman gets Foster on the scoreboard. 4-2. Walker. Kicks it out. Three, no. Shot was missed by Elijah Rubin. Patterson brings it up good. A.J. Patterson with the bucket. He ties it up for 4. Walker, guarded by Patterson. Kicks it over. And Thornton. Brody Thornton with the 3. 7-4. Inside. Guarded close and stolen from Bateman. And steal by Thornton. Over 3, no. 3-point shot by Kareem was off. And that's going to be a foul on, looks like it was off Kareem. I checked that was on David Tobar. Coming in now, Jeremiah Moore for, no, check that. Coming in is Aiden Ware. Good. Basket was by Cash Davis. 7-7, 7-6, excuse me. George Ranch with the lead. Shot up, no. Missed by Moody. Come down. Tobar takes it in, good. 8-7. Walker with the 3 shot, no. Rebound coming down with it. And that's a travel. Turnover by Aiden Davis. And coming in now is Cason Scipio. Walker brings it down, has a tall lineup in. Over to Thornton. Thornton drives up, good. And the foul is going to be on David Tobar. That's his second. 9-8. Brody Thornton to make the and one. And it's good. Longhorns with George Ranch lead this one 10-8. A little bit under 3 minutes, coming up under 3 minutes left here in the first quarter. Bring it down, Moore. Inside, Bateman. Guarded close by Thornton, it's good. Cameron Bateman makes it a tie score. 10-all. Scipio, Thornton. Rubin, Thornton, turnaround, good. Brody Thornton puts the Longhorns up 12-10. Guarded closely, Patterson, Scipio. Patterson to the basket, and that's going to be a foul maybe on Scipio. Foul's going to be a case in Scipio. That's going to be his first. That's going to take A.J. Patterson to the line to shoot 2. Thanks for joining us. If you're watching us here on Vype Live, Patterson's shot, first one is up, no good. If you're watching it in the Houston area, thank you very much for joining us as well. Richmond Foster versus Richmond George Ranch. Foster's A.J. Patterson makes the second shot, 12-11. One of the two. Scipio brings it up. Has it to Ware. Back to Scipio. Guarded closely by Moore. Scipio takes it. That gives out to Walker. Walker driving. Guarded closely by Patterson. Back over Scipio. To Thornton. Now to Scipio. No. Thornton with the driving down. That's a miss by Davis after Bateman made a great rebound. Scipio swings it over to Thornton. Thornton for 3. Oh, no. Davis with the rebound for Foster. Coming down with it. Mid-range, good. Aiden Davis makes it a 13-12 game. just in the first quarter here. Back over Rubin. Hits it out and no miss, but good rebound by Scipio, and that foul is going to be on Aiden Davis. On Foster's Aiden Davis. Cason Scipio is going to go to the line. Look at tie it up here. And this is the first one. And in for Foster will be Sharif Kareem. Scipio's second one is good. It's all tied at 13. Moore gives it to Patterson. It's swinging on the right side. The Cash Davis off to Kareem. Bateman, no. Basket, good rebound. Scipio has a loose ball. Scipio to Rubin. Guarded high by Cash Davis. Walker floats it out. Thornton, no. Good block, good defense. Patterson over Davis, good. Cash Davis makes it a 15-13 lead for Foster. Thornton driving. Oh, what a block by Bateman. Down to Davis. Tried to shoot it up under the basket, but missed. 34 seconds left. And Ryan Henry's team is going to try to go for one. Swings out to Scipio. Rubin driving, and just short. Rebound by Foster. Coming down to loose ball. Scipio saves it. Rubin saves it. Scipio has it. It's a tie game at 15, and the shot by Kareem, no. The end of one, the score. The Foster Falcons 15 and the George Ranch Longhorns 15. You're watching and listening to George Ranch basketball, Longhorns basketball on Vype Live. Welcome back to George Ranch High School in Richmond, Texas. I'm your truly sports vet, Michael Lewis, along with Tino Portillo, our producer, and also Rosie Baker back at the studio. This is a very great match between the George Ranch Longhorns and the Richmond Foster Falcons. Tied all at 15 as we head into the second quarter. And bringing it in is David Tovar for Foster. Over to Moore. Back over. Good block. Igaboo block, but scoring on that was Eric Usman. 17-15. Walker. Over to Scipio. Inside Osawana. Now to Walker, three. 18-17. Moore brings it down. Swings it out to Kareem. Over to, looks like battle down the low. There's some extracurricular going on. And that's going to be Foster. That's going to be George Ranch basketball leading 18-17. Scipio brings it in. Walker brings it down. Von Walker up, he's fouled. The foul's going to be on number 25, Patrick Igeldo. Von Walker to shoot 2. First one by Walker's up and good. 19-17. The second one by Walker. Up and good. The Longhorns lead this one 20-17. Bring it down quick. Over to Dobar. Dolo. Shot, no, but it looks like there's a lot of bodies going down. And it looks like the foul is going to be on. It's not going to be on Layson Fields. Cash Davis back in for David Igelmore. Davis brings it in. Moore. Kareem. Shot up. No. Foul for a loose ball. There's going to be a push. And the push is going to be on Cason Scipio. 6:28 left in the first half. Bring it in. There's out to Moore. Tobar to Moore, but stolen. Asawanga gives it out to Walker. Scipio out to Thornton. Thornton looking to give to Scipio, but there's going to be a reaching foul on Cash Davis and Foster. A.J. Patterson in the game now. Coming for Jeremiah Moore. Walker gets over to Scipio. Scipio drives good. 23-17 lead. Patterson pushes it up. Up and no. Aswana with the rebound. Gives it out to Thornton. Thornton to Walker. Scipio for 3. No. Rebound. Bringing it up is Bateman. Up to Patterson to Davis for 3. No. Tobar. Davis. Bateman. No. Bringing it down is Walker. Rebound was by Davis. Walker up. Good. He's fouled. That foul is going to be on Cameron Bateman. And Javon Walker's going to shoot 2. First score is, first shot is no good. Elijah Rubin and Layson Fields are back in the game. 22-17. Now Walker makes it 23-18, 17. Patterson. And that foul gave it to Aiden Davis, but that foul is going to be on Adu Asawaya. And for him, is Asawaya is Aiden Ware, excuse me. But Davis gives it into Patterson. Girl up good. Good shot by Davis by Cameron Bateman. Makes it 23-19. George Ranch leads. Rubin back out to Thornton. Walker. Walker looking to Rubin. Rubin to set it up. Thornton guarded by Bateman. Up good. Brody Thornton. Foul is going to be on Cameron Bateman. Now Brody Thornton's going to try to extend the lead to 7, to 26-19 for the and one. Short Thornton's shot is up, no good. But good rebound and up and in. Good rebound. Aiden Ware with the basket. It's now 27-19. Davis to Patterson, guarded, close, and it's good. A.J. Patterson with the bucket. Rubin. Thornton. Takes it to the guarded closely by Rubin. Ball's going to go out to Foster. So it was off of Rubin. Casey Scipio back in with Javon Walker. Patterson swings it out. Caesar inside to Bateman, who was fouled. Looks like it's going to be on Brody Thornton. 3:18 left in the first half of this one. Glad to have you aboard here on Vype Live. Cameron Bateman, the sophomore, pretty heralded sophomore. First shot is up and good. (27-22). Bateman for the second shot is up and it's good. 27-23. The Longhorns of George Ranch leading this one. Rubin, Scipio. Casey Scipio driving mid-range, no. Bateman with the rebound. Comes down with it. Coast to coast, gives it out for the shot. Missed by Caesar. But Patterson looks like he was fouled. So it looked like the foul was on number 5. Elijah Rubin. Patterson up for the first shot. It's good. Javon Walker back in the ball game for Layson Fields. Second shot by A.J. Patterson. This try is going to come up, and it's good. 27-25. Thornton brings it into Scipio. Guarded. Thornton with a good defensive play, up and good. 27 all tie. Cameron Bateman with the bucket. Rubin drives. Scipio over to Thornton. Walker driving, no. Rebound by Davis. Bring it down to Patterson. A.J. Patterson driving, 29-27, the first lead of the night for Richmond Foster. 150 left in the first half. Walker. Guarded by Davis. Swings out to Thornton. Rubin. Back out. That was a good tip. Good defensive play by Aiden Davis, but still George Ranch basketball. Ari Usman, Amzman in. Scipio goes down with it, kicks it over. Thornton. Brady Thornton tried to dish it in. Thornton tried to give it to Aiden Ware, but Ware was not ready. Bring it down now is A.J. Patterson. Patterson to Cash Davis. Shot by Aiden Davis. Up, no good, but he's fouled. And that foul is going to be on Jeremiah. Foul's going to be on Aiden Ware. And shot by Aiden Davis is good. And now the Foster lead is up now to 30-27. Second shot by Aiden Davis up and good. 31-27. Foster has a 4-point lead in this one. Walker to Thornton. Back over to Walker. And up and fouled. Looks like that foul is going to be on Caesar. Bryson Caesar, the senior. Javon Walker's up to shoot two. 49 seconds left in this first half. Walker's shot is up and good. 31-28. Robert Alvarez is in. And the shot by Walker is no good. 31-28, the Foster Falcons leading this one. Patterson. Look for a big gives out. Cash Davis, guarded closely by Rubin. Back out Patterson. Over to Caesar. Alvarez. Davis. No. Rubin with the rebound. Gets over to Walker. Walker driving. Alvarez gets the loose ball. Back over to Patterson. And it's good. 33-28. And now Longhorns of George Ranch to take the last shot of the half. And it is loose, and that's going to do it. It's like he waited a little bit too long to take that shot, Casey Scipio. And that's going to do it here for the first half. As we end the first half, the score: the Foster Falcons 33 and the George Ranch Longhorns 28. You're watching, listening to George Ranch Longhorns basketball on Vype Live. Welcome back to George Ranch High School in Richmond, Texas. I'm your truly sports vet, Michael Lewis, along with Tio Portillo, our producer, back in the studio. Rosie Vega, our actual QA, back to the studio as well. It's been a pretty good game here so far. The host team, the George Ranch Longhorns, trailing the Richmond Foster Falcons by a score of 33-28. In summary of this game so far, George Ranch got off to a very good start. Javon Walker and Brody Thornton really got the team going in the first quarter, but for some reason or other, a lot of missed shots by at the free throw line, and also there was a stretch where the Falcons went on a mini 10-2 run to take this lead back toward the end of the second quarter. But we're back here, good crowd on hand tonight. Don't forget Purple Kings basketball. The next, if you love ABA basketball, the next Purple Kings actual home game will be Super Bowl Sunday, February 8th versus the Lafayette Ballers at the Purple House at Fulshire High School. 3 o'clock tip-off time, and David Canada, your voice for Purple Kings basketball, will be calling the game as well. And Foster's bringing it in. A.J. Patterson bringing it down. We start the second half. Patterson close guarded by Walker. Losing the ball is Tobar, but picks it back up, and it's going to be a quick timeout. We're going to stay right here with it. It's going to be a 30-second timeout by Foster. 33-28 to start the second half. We get a lot of basketball around the state of Texas. Some of these games that were scheduled for Friday and Monday have been moved. So you might want to check with Vype Live if you're in anywhere part of the states of Texas, Dallas, San Antonio, Austin, and even the Houston metro area. There may be some games that you are expecting probably this week that were not going to be played, but they've been rescheduled. Check our listings for that. Back to action here. Bateman gives it to Davis. Back over to Patterson. Patterson drives down. No. Rebound. Davis blocked. Bateman with the rebound, but it's going to be a foul on Javon Walker. Tobar trying to go back up with it. And David Tobar is going to go to the line to shoot two. This 5'10 senior. Tobar. First shot, it's up and no good. 33-28. The Foster Falcons lead this one. Tobar's second shot is up and good. 34-28. Walker brings it down. Oh, what a move! What a move! Great move by Casey Scipio. And it's 34-30. Patterson, Cash Davis. And that's going to be a push-off. That's going to be a push-off on Cash Davis, number 10 for Foster. And that's going to be a second. Von Walker bring it in. Brings it down court. 34-30. Foster leads this one. Walker guarded by back out there of Brody Thornton. Walker into Achimama. And good block by Bateman. Down to Patterson. Bateman for three. No. Patterson gets the rebound. And it's going to be off of Scipio. Ari Osman in for Cameron Bateman. 6:31 left in the third quarter. Osman. Davis shot. No. That's going to be rebound by Rubin. Down to Walker. Walker down, up, and he's going to be fouled. Looks like it's going to be 2 shots. It looks like it's going to be on Ari Osman. Make that Ari Osman. It's his first one. Javon Walker to shoot 2. Try to cut the lead down to 2. First one's up, no. The Longhorns have been really, really cold at the line tonight. Foster's second shot by Walker's up, good. 34-31. Foster hasn't been shooting well neither from the free throw line as well. Patterson, Cash Davis up, Cash money. 37-31, Foster leading this one. Walker, and a travel on Brody Thornton. $5:15, a little bit under 6 minutes left, 5:59. Tobar gives it to Patterson. Patterson drives. Cash Davis, another 3, tried, no. But a good rebound by Aiden Davis. Davis looking for somebody, gives it to Cash Davis. Back over Patterson, red remains, no. Walker, rebound, he is fouled. That's going to be push off on David Tobar. As Tobar is coming out of the ball game, and coming into the ball game will be Dijon Tyrone. Scipio. Guarded by Osman. And Thornton, no. Thornton back up, and that's and one. Ari Osman with the foul. That's the second one of this quarter, actually. And basket is good by Brody Thornton. He's going to try to cut the lead down to 3. And he does not. Cash Davis with the loose ball. 37-33. Richmond Foster leads this one. Cash Davis. Asuman. Driving. And he's going to be fouled. And that foul is going to be on George Ranch foul. It's going to be on Adelu Asnoir. Osman shot is no good. Osman second shot. Up and good. 38-33. Foster leads this one. Under 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Scipio inside. Ogiswawa to Thornton. Thornton driving. Brody Thornton up. Good. 38-35. Patterson brings it down. Patterson for 3. No. But good follow by Dijon Tyrone. 40-35. Walker up, and it's good. And that's going to be timeout. It's going to be by Foster. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. And we're going to keep it right here. Don't forget, the best of the American Basketball Association. The Texas Purple Kings take on the Lafayette Ballers on Super Bowl Sunday. Game times at 3 o'clock. Join David Canada, the voice of the Purple Kings, live from Fulshire High School on Vype Live. Foster's going to bring it in. Tyrone gets a pass back from Patterson. Patterson driving. Back over to Tyrone. And that foul. Aiden Davis was fouled. Jake Jackson Moody with the foul. His second. Patterson brings it over. Inside, Aiden Davis, Cash Davis. No. Moody with the rebound. Shot. No, that's going to be a foul. Scipio was trying to go for a shot. And the foul is going to be on Dijon Tyrone. Foster. Case and Scipio take a shot, try to cut it down to 1. Makes the first one 40-38. And trying to make the second one. Try to cut it down to 1. And that's 40-39. Bringing it in is Tyrone. Over to Patterson. Patterson, Cash Davis. Back to Patterson. Guarded by Walker. And that's going to be foul. That's going to be on Javon Walker. Excuse me. Jeremiah Moore in for Cash Davis. Jeremiah Moore. Moore gives over Patterson. Guarded closely by Walker. Over to Moore. Inside Uzma. Osman misses it. What would have been a dunk, and it's going to be Longhorns basketball. Bring it down. Scipio brings it down to Walker. Walker kicks it over to Moody. Back now to Scipio. Good. First lead for George Ranch since the mid part of the second quarter. Patterson looking for someone. 41-40. George Ranch leads this with Patterson driving up and no. Javon Walker with the strong rebound. Brings it down. Takes it all the way to the rack. No. Osman with the rebound for Foster. Moody guarded but Patterson's mid-range is up and good. 42-41. Scipio guarded. Shot by Thornton off. It's going to stay down here. Shots and the ball is going to be off of Foster. Off of Jeremiah Moore. Bryson Caesar and so they're not going to come in, but Sharice Kareem and Bryson Caesar are going to come in. But it's going to be an actual 2 shots. So 2 shots. Jackson Moody with 2 shots. Misses the first one. And coming in is Bryson Caesar. And Moody makes the second one. 42 all. Moore brings it down. Moore looking for root space. Great steal. And a bucket. Great steal by Casey Scipio. And the Longhorns lead it 44-42. Moore back to Patterson. A little bit under a minute left. Back Caesar. Back over to, good block, but what a play, but it's going to be on Casey Scipio. It's going to be on a foul. He fouled. And going to the line is going to be Sharif Kareem. Sharif Kareem to try to make it a tie ball game. Missed the first one. Elijah Rubin in for Casey Scipio. Second shot by Kareem. It's up and good. 44-43. A little bit under a minute coming up left in here in the third quarter. Walker over to Answala. Thornton. Answala, missed the layup, and it's going to go off of the actual Longhorns. Moore brings it down to the basket to take a mid-range. No. Moody with the basket with the loose ball. Walker brings it down. Now working for the last shot. And now they're going to go to a spread offense. Walker's going to hold it. Brian Henry's wanting to go to more of a spread. Shot by Moody. No. Patterson going to shoot it up and throw it. No. Almost. We head to the fourth quarter. Very good game so far. Score. The George Ranch Longhorns 44 and the Richmond Foster Falcons 43. You're watching and listening to George Ranch Longhorns basketball on Vype Live. Welcome back to George Ranch High School in Richmond, Texas. I'm your truly the sports vet, Michael Lewis, along with Tino Portillo, our producer, and also Rosie Vega back at the studio. It's been a good game here, this 26A match between Richmond Foster Falcons and the George Ranch Longhorns here at George Ranch High School. 44-43. We head to the last fourth quarter. Elijah Rubin to bring it in with George Ranch. Gives it to Javon Walker. Over to Moody. Back over to Rubin. Mid-range shot, good. Elijah Rubin makes it 46-43. Moore. Out to Cash Davis, guarded by Moody. Up to, oh, what a block out by Asawawa. Back over to Walker. Back over to Rubin. No. But Asawawa with the bucket, and it's good. Back over, and it's off the leg of Sharif Kareem, and it's Longhorns basketball. A good run here by the Longhorns to get the fourth quarter started, leading now by 5. Walker. Guarded by Moore. Back over to Rubin. Walker for 3. No. Brody Thornton up and strong, a little bit too strong. Rebound coming down by Davis. Davis brings it down to Cash Davis. Back over to Moore inside to Bateman. Bateman driving on Thornton. And, oh, what a block! Great block. Adalu Ansuwaiwa with a block. Patterson bringing it in. Drives down. Gives it to Cash Davis. Shot by Aiden Davis is up and good. And it is 48-46. And timeout by George Ranch to score. The George Ranch Longhorns 48 and the Richmond Foster Falcons 46. So listen to George Ranch Longhorns basketball on Vype Live. Welcome back to George Ranch High School in Richmond, Texas. I'm yours truly, the sports vet Michael Lewis, along with Tino Portillo, our producer, and also Rosie Baker, our QA, back to the studio. Great game here. It's the 26A match between the George Ranch, the host team of George Ranch Longhorns, and the Richmond Foster Falcons. George Ranch has been a back and forth game with George Ranch holding on to a 48-46 lead here in the fourth quarter. John Walker getting the ball from Elijah Rubin. Walker. Oxenweiler. Back over to Moody. Back over to Javon Walker. Over to Moody. And the ball is going to be off of Aiden Davis. Moody was trying to get it over to Brody Thornton. John Walker to bring it in. Gives it over to Brody Thornton. Driving in on Aiden Davis and up and good. Brody Thornton makes it a 50-46 lead. 5:38 left in this one. Patterson swings it out to Tobar. Cash Davis back to Patterson. Up and good. 50-48. George Ranch still leads this one. Scipio. Casey Scipio brings it up. Walker. Ruben Scipio for three. Bang. Casey Scipio for three makes it a 53-48 game. And ball was going into Bateman. While I was going to Bateman, foul was on Brody Thornton. 4:47 left in this one. Decided if this was an action to get some of the condensation up. It's been a very good game. Yeah, back and forth. The leads have been switching back and forth, but these two teams are showing why they are at the top of District 26A as well. Cash Davis to bring it in. Aiden Davis guarded by Walker. Back over to Patterson. Asuwano with the guarding him. Davis guarded by Ruben. Up to, oh, what a block! Another block by Ungawaya. Ungawaya swings it over. Ruben. Walker three, no. Bringing it down is Bateman. Bateman over Cash Davis. No. Over to Aiden Davis gives it to Bateman. No. And Scipio has a loose ball. And we have two players down on the court. Hope they're okay. Well, we have a player down on the court for George Ranch. Hope he's okay. It looks like it's Adu Ongzawaya. He's had a great game tonight, 3 blocks. I hope he's okay. Hope he gets up on his own power. A lot of the games, as you probably know, Vype Live had a lot of games scheduled for Friday and Monday. He's up and on his own power. That's good. But those games that may have been missed on Friday, Monday, if you're in the Austin, San Antonio, or Dallas area, do check your schedule. Those games may be played early next week, so just depends upon the school district. So check Vype Live. You can always check Vype Live on YouTube as well. And Abdul Ongzawaya is okay. And for him will be Layson Fields as they bring the ball down. Longhorns bring it down. They are up by 5 with a little bit around 3:50 or 3:45 left in this one. Ruben over to Scipio, to Walker, over to Thornton. Davis brings it out. Thornton, Brody Thornton, guarded closely. Scipio loses the ball, but picking it up is A.J. Patterson. Missed the layup. He was right there, and we have a player down now for Foster. And it looks like that foul may have been actual just a collision. But the player that's down for Foster, hope he's okay too as well. Looks like he's getting up on his own power. It was Aiden Davis. the senior. Hope he's fine. Hope he's okay. Gonna come in from him is Irie Onswan. 53-48. The Longhorns of George Ranch lead this one. Very good, tightly contested game. Davis on Patterson. Cash Davis. And that foul is going to be on, looks like it may be on Javon Walker. And that's going to be it's going to be a timeout. Ryan Henry calls a timeout. 3:09 left in this one. And the score is the George Ranch Longhorns 53 and the Richmond Foster Falcons 48. You're watching and listening to George Ranch Longhorns basketball on Vype Live. Welcome back to George Ranch High School in Richmond, Texas. I'm your truly sports vet, Michael Lewis, along with Tino Portillo, our producer, and also Rosie Baker back at our studio, QA. As well, it's been a great ball game here. Two rivals in District 26A, George Ranch, the host team, the George Ranch Longhorns, and the Richmond Foster Falcons, a visiting team. A.J. Patterson loses the ball but gets it back and scores. 53-50. The Longhorns of George Ranch still lead this one. Looks like there is an official's timeout here. Oh, you got everything straightened out here. Ruben bringing it in for George Ranch. Scipio to Ruben. Closely guarded by Davis. It looks like it's going to be foul's going to be on Cash Davis. And coming back in is Aiden Davis. Brody Thornton takes that shot from the outside. Misses. Jaden Walker. Patterson. Three by Cash Davis, no. Patterson. And foul. And that foul is going to be on Case and Scipio. And A.J. Patterson to shoot two. Missed the first one. A little bit of that close to the 2-minute mark. Patterson's second shot is up and good. 53-51. George Ranch holding on to this 2-point lead. A little bit close to the 2-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Walker brings it down. And it seems like it's off of Thornton. Looks like Cameron Bateman. Cameron Bateman is off of him, off of Foster's Cameron Bateman. Walker brings it. Looking. Scipio. Guarded by Tobar. Scipio up. Rebound. Bateman. Patterson brings it down and ties it. Walker up to Scipio. He drops it. And it's going to be Foster's basketball. 53 all with 141 left in this one. Patterson coming down to the wire here. Rubin. No. Tobar, I'm sorry. Patterson. Cash Davis. Back over to Patterson. That's going to be a timeout. 112. We're going to keep it right here. And it looks like Coach Ruben Feathery will call the timeout for Foster, the head coach. We're going to keep it right here with 1:13 left in this one. Good game. 53 all. 53 George Ranch Longhorns 53 and the Foster Falcons 53. Don't forget, ABA basketball. Texas Purple Kings were back in action on Vype Live on Super Bowl Sunday against the Lafayette Ballers. 3 p.m. over at the Purple House, Floster High School. David Canada will have all the action. Here we go. Foster bringing it in. Patterson. Tobar. Back over to Patterson. Pass Davis. Davis to Patterson. Pass Davis. Driving. Tobar, no. But rebound by Aiden Davis, and that's good. Oh, ooh, that was pretty close of a call. And that's going to be, foul's going to be on Javon Walker. Looks like it was. 41 seconds left in this one. Bateman, Patterson. Patterson guarded closely there. The basket good by Cameron Bateman. And now it's a timeout. The timeout by the Longhorns of George Ranch. With 23 seconds left in this one. Coming down to the wire. We'll keep it right. It's the Richmond Foster Falcons 55 and the George Ranch Longhorns 53. We're going to come for an exciting conclusion of this one. You listen to George Ranch Longhorns basketball on Vype Live. Welcome back to George Ranch High School in Richmond, Texas. An exciting 26A match between the George Ranch Longhorns, the host team, and also the Richmond Foster Falcons. 55-53, 23 seconds left in this one. Walker brings it down. Looks like he's fouled by A.J. Patterson. 19 seconds left. So the Longhorns are going to bring it back down again. This has been a good game. Good game between two of the top teams in 26A. Moody gives it to Walker. And that's another foul. That's on Cass Davis. 14 seconds left in this one. Moody. Javon Walker brings it down. He's now fouled by A.J. Patterson. Now 10 seconds left. Scipio. 7 seconds left. Scipio taking to the basket. No, but he has a chance to tie it up. Cason Scipio can tie this thing up. First shot by Scipio is up and good. 55-54. Scipio hits his second one. There will be a timeout, I'm thinking, if he makes it. Shot is up, good. And that's a timeout. We're going to keep it right here with 4 seconds left in this one. The score, the George Ranch Longhorns 55 and the Richmond Foster Falcons 55. We're going to keep it right here. This has been an exciting game so far. Back and forth, back and forth. A lot of opportunities here, but for both teams to kind of ice it away from the free throw line, but still a great defense. Defense has been great on for both teams tonight. Don't forget, American Basketball Association basketball returns on the 8th on Super Bowl Sunday. The Texas Purple Kings take on the Lafayette Ballers at Fulshire High School. David Canada, your voice for Texas Purple Kings basketball, will be calling the game at the Purple House at Fulshire High School. Join us on Vype Live for that game. Sports vet Michael Lewis with you, along with Tino Portillo, my producer, and also Rosie Vega back at the studio. This is a thriller. The Foster Falcons will bring it from, okay, now this is going to be an actual timeout now by George Ranch. Brian Henry's going to call a timeout. You're getting your money's worth tonight. Getting your money's worth tonight. 4 seconds left in this one. We're going to keep it right here. These two dynamite teams for Richmond Foster. They're going to hand after this one. They'll take on A-Leaf Elsick on Friday. And then for George Ranch, they will, after this one, they will take on Strake Jesuit They'll be at Straight Jesuit on Friday as well. .3 seconds left in this one. This is going to come down to this one shot. If not, we're going to go over to overtime. Patterson loses the ball with 3 seconds left. Brian Henry is going to call a timeout. We are going to keep it right here. The energy in this room is electric. The George Ranch side, the energy is electric. 55 all with 4 seconds left in this one. The review of this game is, if you look back at this game, there was a lot of ebbs and flows to this one. The Longhorns of George Ranch got off to a great start in the first quarter, and then it just seems that Foster came back in and just started grinding away at the lead, and even got the lead in the third quarter. But as in any given situation on both sides of the ball, it has to be the free throws have to be made, and both teams have not shot well from the free throw line tonight. But Case and Scipio, when they needed it, tied the game at 55 all. This is going to be electric. Scipio gets it. Shot is up. Off. And we're going to go over to overtime. We will go into overtime. And the score, as we go into overtime, the score. 4-minute overtime, the score. The George Ranch Longhorns 55 and the Richmond Foster Falcons 55. You're listening and watching the George Ranch Longhorns basketball on Vype Live. Welcome back to George Ranch High School in Richmond, Texas. I'm yours truly, sports vet Michael Lewis, along with Tino Portillo, my producer, and also Rosie Baker back in the studio. This is electric here. An overtime game to start off the week for us, and it is a good one. 26-A match between the George Ranch, hosting the George Ranch Longhorns, and the Richmond Foster Falcons, and it's tip up. And Case and Scipio has it for the Longhorns. Ongzawaya. Stolen. And off of Brody Thornton. Good play by Cameron Bateman, the sophomore. A.J. Patterson getting the ball from David Tobar. Patterson. Cash Davis, Tobar, back to Patterson. Patterson, guard closely. And good basket by Cameron Bateman. It's 57-55, moving on 3 minutes in first overtime. Scipio, Ron Walker, Thornton, Scipio, looking for Ongzawaya, who kicks it back out to to Rubin. To Walker. On the wire. Thornton. Held by Davis. Up and good. 57 all. Patterson. Thornton gets it. Brings it down. Walker. Out to Rubin. Rubin kicks it out. Scipio, no. Angdawaya, strong to the basket. It's going to be a jump ball, and it's Foster basketball. And now we have an injured Longhorn. Looks like it's Rubin. Elijah Rubin looks like he's going to be okay. Hope he is, though. 2:05 in this overtime, tied 57 all. And it's going to be a timeout, an injury timeout. 57 all. These two teams go far, far back in the basketball rivalry days. And these two teams are now the kingpins of, so far, of and adds of 6 district games. This is the 7th one, but whoever wins this one will have the lead in 20 District 26A. This has been nothing but really a great game back and forth. Cash Davis is going to bring it in for Foster. Gives it A.J. Patterson. Patterson. Inside. Bateman. Cameron Bateman. Up. Angdawaya looks like he's going to be called for the foul on Tovar. David Tovar is going to go to the line to shoot 2. David Tovar shooting his first one. And that's good. 59, 58 to 57. David Tovar is going to try to make it a 2-point game. 59-57. 144 left in this thrilling overtime. Thornton gets it back from Walker, gives it back to Walker now. Back over to Thornton. Scipio. Back over Scipio from Walker. Now to Thornton. Thornton powers in. Back out to Moody. Back over to Scipio. Scipio shot. Bateman grabs it. And it said it's there was a timeout, but the possession arrow is pointing toward George Ranch. We'll take the timeout with them with 1:44 left in this overtime. 59-57. We'll keep it here. Richmond Foster, the Falcons lead this one. But if it was an actual possession, it would have actually gone to George Ranch. The best in high school basketball is always on Vype Live. Catch all the great games from Houston to San Antonio to Austin, even North Texas. All here. Follow us on Vype Live on YouTube. $57 left in this one. Foster bringing it in. Patterson brings it down. 51 seconds left in this one. Patterson gives it over to Bateman. Bateman to Aiden Davis. Back over to Bateman. Trying to milk it down. Bateman. Back over Tobar. Davis. Bateman. Oh, and the basket is good. Brongawaya said the basket is good. It's 61-57. Now George Ranch is going to try to take the last shot. Moody. Scipio. Scipio for three. No, out. Cash Davis with it, and that's going to, and the Richmond Foster Falcons will win it 61-57. An exciting game, and Richmond Foster now goes to 6-1 in District 26A, while George Ranch goes to 5-2. George Ranch falls to 14-15 on the season, while Richmond Foster goes to 17-7. The final in overtime, the Richmond Foster Falcons 61 and the George Ranch Longhorns 57. For Rosie Baker back in the studio, our QA, and for our producer, Tino Portillo, I'm your truly sports vet, Michael Lewis. Thank you very much for joining us from George Ranch High School. Final score again, Richmond Foster, the Falcons 61, and the George Ranch Falcons 57. Have a great week. Stay safe, and God bless. We'll talk to you soon on Vype Live.